Hello and welcome back to this segment of Have You Heard by Milligan TV. Today I have with me Brandon Jones to talk about his unique club. Welcome, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your club.
Yeah, so last spring, me and some friends started a agricultural club, and I say agricultural because we have a garden, but we'd like to expand a little bit. But we wanted to start a club so that we can start learning about gardening and what it means to garden within a community.
Is this a new club that just got started at Milligan, or?
Yeah, last spring I made a club. We got the funding. We started plants in like little eggshells, and we planted them in April, I think.
Awesome. Is this a big club with many involved?
So we have about 4 people that are true and faithful, and about 10 people on a random day that we could call on or text to just see if they could help us dig up potatoes or whatever. So
you're welcome to anybody who wants to join.
Absolutely. We had a booth at Rush Day, and we had 50 people sign up. But that's great, but we don't know if those are faithful or if they're just signing up because it's interesting. So anybody wanting to join in, come on down.
So is there any experience required to be in this agriculture club?
Absolutely not, because we don't have any experience. We're just getting in there, getting our hands dirty. We're learning from professors and from people within our community. We're just taking each day, one day at a time, and learning together.
Okay, so what do you grow?
So last spring we planted potatoes, onions, corn, beets, cucumber, zucchini, squash, tomatoes, and peppers. We have 2,100 square feet of garden, so we had a lot of stuff to plant. But we ran into some issues over the summer, things like deer being able to get in freely and eat up all our plants, or disease coming through, and we weren't really able to prevent that. Right. Bugs are huge around here. All of it was great learning experience, for the first year, and so I'm glad we did it. Now we're ready for a next step.
So where does your food go once you pick it?
So we would like for it to go eventually to maybe sell it to Milligan Village or maybe the community or surrounding Milligan. As of now, because we had such a small harvest, my wife and I have picked some, cooked a little bit. We had a large harvest of potatoes, and so I put up flyers around Milligan Village and said, hey, if you want potatoes, call me. And we sold a couple bagfuls, and Noah Evans actually made some tater stew. And so that was really great to hear.
So do you sell the food to the Milligan community or students on campus, or how does that work?
Ideally, yeah. So what we've done so far is just put up flyers, and if they want it, call me. We would like to get a booth set up maybe in the middle of the village commons, or maybe on the side of the road to where people can see, hey, fresh produce by Milligan. And that way people can get involved. We can meet new people within our community, because there's a bubble within Milligan, and that's fine, but let's try to get out, and I think this is a great way for that.
So you want as much community involvement as possible?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're getting involved with more community members, people who know more about gardening than us, and they're helping us figure out what that looks like. They're teaching us really cool things, from grafting trees to how to get volunteers. So whether that's community or Milligan funded or poured into, we don't know yet. We're just trying it out, seeing how we go.
So where do you see your club heading in the next year?
That's a great question. I would love to see chickens and bees, and so that we can have eggs and fresh honey for the cafeteria or for people around us. I would also love to see this garden get big enough to where we could have a huge pumpkin festival and carve pumpkins together as a community, or maybe even something like provide food for the cafeteria. I would love to see us be a part of a garden forest, to where there's gardens all through Johnson City and Elizabethton, to where people can just walk onto campus, enjoy food together, meet new people. There's so many different possibilities, and we're just trying to learn, first step, how to garden. So.
Well, thank you so much, Brandon. The club sounds wonderful.
Thanks. Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.